Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play Untamed Tactics. This is a demo that's part of the Steam Game Demo Festival, and this is probably my favorite demo that I've played so far. First of all, the graphic is incredibly beautiful. The combat is really exciting. There's a lot of different upgrades that you can get in the combat. It's a turn-based combat, tactical combats where each character has their own abilities, and the story is quite enticing as well. So I think this is my favorite so far. I haven't played every demo that I wanted to play yet, but it's a really good one. Now here's where you begin. In the Wall of Wisdom, you can gain different upgrades. I actually played this a little bit, so I could already gain some upgrades. For example, we could gain getting cheaper a new companion. We can now find better scrolls, or we could gain an alignment gains are increased. So we're going to get, actually, I mean, yeah, let's get better scrolls, for example, doesn't matter. And epic gems. So gems upgrade different abilities of yours, and scrolls are typically consumables that are like one-time uses. Yeah, let's get like better scrolls in general. Ooh, and better gems as well. Yeah, and better runes as well. We'll talk more about what either of these things are once we actually are in the combat, because it's a bit easier. So we're gonna start a new run. Chapter 1, An Untamed Land, a story of a group of strangers arriving in an even stranger land, and how a ragtag band became a family.
The storm raged across the deck of the ship, the sound of the shattering mast almost drowned out by the pouring rain and howling thunder. As I shouted orders at Lynn to prepare the lifeboat, a massive wave crashed into the bow, causing me to lose my footing. I tumbled into the ice-cold water, and was certain that this was the end. Luckily for most of us, was the beginning of a new life in time.
What happened?
Patience, Marcy. Good stories about the journey.
I thought you were traveling there for a week.
As I was saying, the beginning. Dazed, I stared at the dense to what could only be Stranglevine Ridge. And up, started some... Special. Listen, friends, friends.
Alright. Mr. Greycoat, Lynn, anyone? Greycoat stares at the sleeping tiger and Nikolai. Quiet down, foolish chameleon. I might wake up the tiger. I'm on my way. Alright, so each character has their movement, as would be typical, and they have power, which are essentially like action points, and each of the abilities cost a certain amount of power or action points. What's important in this game is that each character and also each enemy has their own reactions that will automatically be activated if you attack them in ability just once per turn, and it typically doesn't matter whether it's a ranged attack or not. So if you have a reaction that's melee, it will still get activated if you do a ranged attack first. You can also interact with different objects, and you can do something called parlay, which is really exciting, which gives you like a special, an additional attack that doesn't cost you action point that you can use on your enemy, where you can, for example, steal gold or lower their abilities or other things. So we're gonna start with my main character. Now the enemy can only move to these points, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just move a step forward and use preparation, which will increase my attack speed and gives me extra power next turn. So next time I can do more stuff, and then we're just going to end our turn over here. And then my other character is going to move here, interact, and then presumably move away if I can. If I can, then that's fine. Thanks, Mr. Greycoat. I've introduced myself a few times already, but I'm Mortimer. Friends call me Morty. My mom always said that... Focus, soldier. We need to get to Lynn before the enemy wakes up. Enemy? What enemy? Civilians. So we can aim and shoot, but we aren't in the right position. We can also increase attack of our allies, or we can use rifles, which means that if we get hit, we will deal back damage and stun the enemy. So that's what I'm gonna do. And there's nothing else I can do, so I'm just gonna end my turn. And then with this beautiful chameleon, I'm gonna throw a bottled terror. I'm gonna move to here to hide. The enemy can still see you, so it's not like a fully hidden thing, but you have a better chance to avoid an attack. And we're gonna stay. So the enemy will probably attack the chameleon, but that's fine. Oh, they're not doing that. Okay. Sorry, they didn't get their turn yet. What they just did, what you just saw, this was the reaction of the enemy. So you can see that it got activated. Now I could do Viscosium, which will lower their defense and speed, or just throw a Spice Bomb, which will hit them up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a Spice Bomb. Gotta be careful not to hit your own allies with the bombs and etc. And I am going to move... Well, no matter what, the enemy can hit me, so I'm just going to stay in position. Yeah, he's going to hit me, but we have a reaction which allows us to heal, so it's actually pretty cool. Alright, now my main girl here, Lynn, is going to move over here. She's going to use Eviscerate, which uses all of her action points, and it deals the damage that amount of times. Now here we got a gem, and gems are really cool because gems are applied to a specific ability of a character, and they give you this thing. So this gem heals me when it's used. So I'm gonna put it on... I think I'll put it on the main character, on the Eviscerate, because when she attacks, it typically will trigger the enemy's reaction, and that will maybe hurt her, so then she can heal herself up afterwards. Now, we're not going to go through all of the conversation. It's not that it's not interesting, it's actually quite interesting, but I want to show you more of the combat and of the game. And if we spend our time sort of reading through the conversations, because sometimes they're quite long, we won't be able to go as far through the demo as I want, and I really want to show you a lot of the demo. So here we've got an upgrade. So we increased all of our stats, and we can pick an ability. So this is a new ability that we can add up to here. We can add up new ones, and eventually we can substitute the ones we already have. So I can get a Chain Pull. Not really good for... Well, I mean, it's okay for this character, but he has some range attacks, so we're not going to use that. Shocking Potion. Deal 5 to 10 magical damage and 30% chance to inflict stun in a wide area. We're going to grab that. On Lynn, she's mostly melee. Chain Pull is actually quite good because it allows you to pull the enemies towards her. Also, there's a lot of like environmental attacks that you can use, like spikes, for example. This is a range attack, but I think I'll just grab the Chain Pull for her. And here we've got Gray's Coat, who has the... He's mostly good for range attacks, so I'm going to give him... I guess I'll give him Barrage. It's a shooting in all directions. It costs 4 power, so we won't be able to do it anytime soon, but eventually. Now, then we get another gem, which we can also assign to an ability. So 40% chance to inflict slow on target. We'll put it on this... aim and shoot on Grey Coat, and the reason for that is because this is a range attack. Now here we're gonna move through the map, so we're gonna move to the next area where we're gonna do a battle. So like I said, we're just gonna skip the conversation, we're just gonna go. So we're gonna start with Mortimer, and I think we want to do a Spice Bomb. Won't allow me... Actually, we're gonna have to move closer, so let's move here to be hidden. Can I do a Spice Bomb? Yes, I can do a Spice Bomb to hit both of these, so we're gonna do that. Didn't hit them that much, but it hit them a little bit. And it will activate all of their reactions, so they can't hit me too much. Oh, I think he hit his... Oh, no, he teleported. Okay, that's fine. Bottle Tear. Unfortunately, I can't use it on anybody, so we're just gonna end our turn over here. I'm gonna move Lynn. Ooh. We could shove him into the spikes. So let's do that. We're gonna move here, and we're gonna use preparation first, and we should have 1 power left. And now we're gonna shove him into the spikes. So this is going to deal damage to him, and we pushed him into these spikes as well, so that did more damage to him. Then I'm gonna move here and release this person, this villager, and the villager will actually attack as well, so we can use him. As always, as you know, I like to use temporary units as sacrificial units, so we're going to use the villager to get hit quite significantly, and that's alright. So this should slow the enemy because of the ability that we had. Then we're going to use a parlay, which is the really cool ability. And what we can do is a couple things here. We can scare the enemy, tell him a heartbreaking tale which does really high damage, or demoralize him, which will lose lower attack. Then you want to check the personality of the enemy, and if you are doing it against the right personality, you get an additional bonus. But we're going to start with the heartbreaking tale because it does a lot of damage. When I was a child, I was lost in the woods for 2 days. Alright, and then we're going to use Riposte. I don't think we need it here, but let's use it anyway. Actually, I might... I'm not gonna move ahead. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move here instead. Because he might have like an area attack and I don't want him to use that on me. Okay, so the villager auto places himself and he just attacked and ran away. That's fine. He's attacking the villager. Stop it. Oh, the villager's dead? Okay. I can't pull him towards me at the spike, so we're just gonna move here and use Eviscerate. We should be able to finish him off. Yes, great. And my turn. Now my chameleon will go and attack this one over here. Now let's just start with the Bottle of Terror, I think. And what else could we do? I could do a tail swipe. Are these spikes? Yeah, I think those are spikes. So let's move here at the big guy. And we'll use... I'll use the Shocking Potion because I do have a chance of maybe stunning him, which would be quite useful. Can I not do that? Use the Shocking Potion first. Yeah, he's stunned, which is amazing. And I'm gonna use Parlay as well. Just to see what I could get. Well, let's use a sales page. This will give us additional money. Have you ever seen a piece of wood like this? I swear it's carved into a magic room. Shut up and take my money. And let's move here so that we can use aimed shot. Actually, we might use a steady shot instead. Because this does a really high damage and it's gonna be able to allow us to hit him quite strongly, which is nice. So the enemy... Ooh, got a crit chance on me, which is a bit sad, but that's okay. This guy should be... I guess he's not stunned. Oh, whatever. Okay, I would love someone to release this person, so let's do that. And then we'll use a Bottle of Terror on the big guy. And maybe also a Spice Bomb? Like this. And we'll just... oh, and we can also parlay him, so let's do that. How about... Let's give him Bleeding. Piercing Remark. Real friends would never force you to gang up on innocent strangers together. Some of the remarks are really fun. This girl is kind of useless because she's way too far from it. But I guess she could release the villager, which I guess is fun. Ooh, actually I could rush towards the enemy because she does have the teleport ability. And then I could just eviscerate him. Just go. And then we can interact with the chest to get a bonus from killing the enemy. 20% chance to inflict burn. I'm gonna put it onto Bottle of Terror because I like using that ability a lot. And I think we're done with her. This villager is just hiding. Oh, actually he's attacking. Cool. I like how the villagers always help us out. That's pretty cool. And then I'm going to aim and shoot at this guy and finish him off. Great. Now we got a juicy snack. This is a scroll that is sort of like you can click it to summon, then you can use it in combat. Increase attack by 20 for 3 turns. I'll give it on Lynn, I think. It's gonna be good against some like really strong enemies because she has the eviscerate ability to attack multiple times. Round them up, you're our prisoners now. The massive form of Baldur rests against the tree stump, breathing heavily. With trembling arms, the tiger tries to get up, his knees buckling under his own weight. The bone fang will never kneel again. You better end Baldur before he ends your miserable Lynn casually pokes Baldur on a raw-looking patch of skin, urging him to shut up. Hold on, sir. Last chance, Baldur. Let us go in peace, and we'll let you leave in one piece, too. Lynn, they might seek retribution. We cannot just let them go. Okay, and again, we'll skip the rest of the conversation. And off we go. Okay. We can get a rune, which is something that you assign to people to give them like a permanent bonus. So your bombs deal an extra 5 base physical damage. So let's take that. When dealing damage to an enemy, remove a random buff from them. Each time you kill an enemy, you gain power. Whenever you deal damage to an enemy, loot them if you haven't already. Let's do that. After you hit an enemy more than 3 squares away, gain 50% chance to gain power. Or actually, let's give them the healing. I think that's better. The power is good because it's extra action points, but I also like the healing. So let's move here. Did you search them for food? No, let's have a look now. Do not harm us, I beg of you. We have nothing more to take. Your choice will not be forgotten. Alright, again, we can't skip it, so we'll just click continue here till it's over. I know it might be weird that I'm skipping it, but like I said, I think the demo is just so cool. And I want to show you like some of the stronger enemies. Remove all debuffs from targets. Let's put that on this. Yeah, on this commanding shot, because this allows us to increase, to give like bonuses to enemies. To allies. So using that would be good. Now here we could get some really cool runes. Whenever you are healed, heal yourself for an additional 5. So this is amazing on the chameleon, because the chameleon has a reaction that heals him. So now he's gonna heal extra. Ooh. Whenever you kill an enemy, gain +5 physical power for 3 turns. I think I'm gonna give this, whenever you kill an enemy, gain, well, maybe let's just get permanently add +7 speed on Lynn, because Lynn has to move towards the enemy, so I want to increase her speed to be able to do more of that. Your ranged abilities deal 3 additional base magical damage. Yes, let's give that on Greycoat, who does a lot of range attacks. And let's keep moving. We'll move through the bottom, I think. Oh, we'll just skip this and just move over here. Their wrist and feet unshackled, the party follows Magar's instruction to the eastern part of the ridge, where the Frog King Lauren and his followers were last seen. Okay, let's go fight the Frog King. Just get it. Right. Ooh, we just get a bonus. Nice. Multi-strike. I'll take the Horrifying Potion. It deals the damage, and I'm gonna put the multi-strike on the Lynn, and we'll use an Arcane Shot. This is really good. The Arcane Shot is like a really strong distance attack, which is quite cool. So I like that a lot. So this is actually a really interesting map, because there's some pretty strong enemies here. Actually, okay, maybe not that strong, but there'll be some strong ones. Again, we'll skip it. What these guys can do is they can create these tiny enemies. So you don't want to focus on them too much, though they do some pretty strong damage, so you do want to kill them, I guess. But I guess we won't have an option to do anything else anyway, so we're just gonna eviscerate this guy. It's the only thing I can do, really. We'll move a step closer, because then they're gonna be attacking me from water, which does make them weak. Yeah, we'll end their turn. I don't want to use the juicy snack yet. I want to use it on someone who's really strong. I'll move to here, interact with the chest, see what we can get. Permanently add +35 health. I'm gonna put that on Lynn. And we'll use a Bottle Tower here. Bottle Terror, sorry. Which gives them bleeding, but he kind of resisted it. And I'll use a Shocking Potion in an area, sure. Maybe it will stun him, we don't know, but... Oh, didn't do anything? Okay, fine. See, they have a weak defense in the water, so it's not like a weak attack, but it's something. This guy's bleeding. Good. He gave me poison though, which isn't great, but I'm healing myself, so that's pretty fine. And you could see it was +9, +5, so +9 is my regular healing, and the extra +5 is from the... I don't know if my attack... Didn't have enough of a distance to attack this guy. So I'm gonna use a Commanding Shout and just like give a bonus attack on Lynn and myself, I guess, because that's the only thing I can really do here. Yeah, we killed them with the reaction, which is pretty nice. Okay, now we should be able to attack this person, which is great. This is like a strong enemy. Might be. I can't stand on the stump. I was gonna pull him towards me, but I can't stand on the stump, so it's not gonna be that useful. Let's move in here, and we'll use a multi-strike first, because that already gives me like, it might give me 3 attacks. Oh, I straight up killed him. Okay, and got a rune. At the end of your turn, heal for 5. I'll give it on the Lynn as well. And then I could chain pull this thing towards me and then use Eviscerate to kill it. And then we could parlay with... No, I want to parlay with this person. Crashing... Let's just let's demoralize. So we'll have a lower attack. Perhaps you should run back to your mommy, you weak little boy. My mother is amazing! Well, that's why you should run to her, because she's amazing. Alright, let's go and just use Bottle Terror on this guy. And I'll move towards it, and I think I'll use the Tail Swipe. Push it away. And let's keep moving towards it. I want to show you the boss fight. I would like to get to that. I know I don't know if I'll get to that because we're kind of already past our time, but I really like this game, so I kind of want to do it. Alright, let's go here and we'll attack this one with like an... We'll do an arcane shot. And we could parlay... Say a charming joke, which will give us a rare loot, which is actually pretty good. Fox and a snake curl into a bar. Ooh, tell me what happened next. Plus 2 effect range. I would love to put that on... Ooh, I can't put it on the aim and shoot, unfortunately. So let's put it on... Actually, let's give it on the shove, because when you're shoving the enemy, you can hit them into things. So the more you can shove, I think the better it is. So I think we'll just do that. Okay. Whenever you transfer a status effect on an enemy, inflict 2 torment on them as well. So let's do that to... I guess I'll give it to the chameleon, because that's the only one that really gives enemy status effects, so... That seems to be like the only good move here. And let's go kill this thing with the tail swipe. And the Bottle Terror. Good. And we still gotta destroy this in order to be able to... Like, heal self when used on the tail swipe, sure. So we're gonna move over there and we're gonna destroy it. From here, I think. To allow me to do an arcane shot. Go. I'm not gonna parlay with it, I just wanna go and attack it. You can attack diagonally as well. Alright. Permanently adds 35 health. I'm gonna give it to Greycoat this time. Against all odds we emerge victorious. Alright. So I could change my reaction to something else, but I really like the healing on the chameleon, so I'll keep it. But on Lane we have Rob. Deal mental damage and steal some gold. I could change it to knockback. No, we do like staying near the enemy. How about... Ooh, here we have Rebuttal, which does torment. So instead I'm going to use Purge, which deals magical damage back to the enemy. So let's do that. Whenever you heal a target, increase their defenses by 5 until the end of combat. Maybe we'll put it instead of the Creepify on the chameleon, because when we because the reaction allows us to heal ourselves, so this should also give us potentially a buff. So now it's gonna be time for the boss fight. We're gonna fight against the King of Frog, the Frog King. It does seem like maybe we just need to kill the Frog King. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna move Lane and use a multi-strike first, and then we're gonna shove this guy 5 tiles back. But more importantly, into the through the spikes, I should say. It only shoved him 3. It says, oh, maybe I can use. Oh, maybe I can shove people who are further away from me. Okay, so I thought what this was doing is that it was increasing the shove range, but it's actually what it's doing. It means I can shove people who are not adjacent to me, presumably. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's how that works. It's not entirely clear to me. But I think that's what it does. Alright, Chameleon, I want you to place a spice bomb onto these two. Let's do it. So this one's stunned, which is great. And then we're gonna move here. And I'll use a bottled terror on this one. And I would also love to parlay. I'm gonna parlay against. I can't click it for some reason. I guess we won't parlay. Because I can't. Wait, okay, now we can do it. Let's do a crushing insult. Deals heavy mental damage, constructive criticism. Perhaps if you hold your weapon like this, you'd be a bit less clumsy. Ooh, 120 damage. Sometimes the parlay can be like real strong. This guy's stunned, so he can... I mean, he was stunned, but he could still do something. That was kind of interesting. Alright, let me go here and use an arcane shot at the big enemy. And we insta-killed him. And I would love to parlay with this guy. Let me gain some loot. Because he's enthusiastic, we actually get rare loot instead of normal loot. Poison your enemies in an area. It's a consumable. I'll put it on the chameleon. It's pretty cool. And remember, we do want to use the increased attack on Lynn, but I want to use it when I'm going to be attacking the big guy. So I should actually probably teleport with her towards the big guy and then increase her attack and do some strong damage. I think we'll do that. That seems like a good move to me. Because she could pull him towards her also. If needed. I think that sounds good. So we'll rush. Oh, we can only rush this far? Okay, I guess we won't do it yet. Guess we'll do it in like maybe next turn or the turn after that. Ooh, permanently adds 20% critical damage. Let's put that on Lynn. And then we'll use Eviscerate on this guy as well. Maybe we should have pushed him, I don't know. Like pushed him into the wall. Maybe that would have worked as well. She killed him. Great. Bottle Terror. Actually, let me just use a tail swipe on this guy. Move a step closer, interact with the loot. Permanently add defense to Lynn as well. And I'm gonna use Bottle Terror on this guy. And we'll parlay with him. Critical. Boring expose. Let's inflict torment on, or torment 2 on him. We've gone on for hours about the consistency of moss around these parts. Please don't. I'll stay here because I'm hidden when I'm in the bush, so I think that's kind of fine. He's poisoning me, but I heal myself for way more than he's poisoning me for, so... if I move this way, I can only attack really... Well, actually I can attack him, so let's do that. And we'll do a right post so that if he hits me I can hit him back. And we'll end the turn. Alright, I think maybe this turn we'll give the Lynn the plus 20 attack, we'll see. Okay, so he's hitting him, which means I can activate the right post, which should stun the enemy. It actually just killed him, so it didn't even matter, but... Ooh. Maybe Lynn should get at this guy. Oh yeah, we'll get it to 2 of them. Yeah, we'll teleport her there and maybe we'll like shove them into each other. Yeah, we'll rush to there. And then I can move here. And I'm going to shove him into there. Great. Then I'm going to step... Oh, I should have taken the juicy thing first. I'll move forward and then I'll multi-strike. Ooh. Inflict weak and deal damage in a damage area. Let's give that to her, sure. And then... put that on these two. And I'm gonna parlay with this guy. I can't do anything to... I'm gonna decrease his defense, I guess. I'll ridicule him. At least my grandma didn't take out my outfit. I can't eviscerate anymore, so we're just gonna end our turn here. Now let's use a spice bomb. Fortunately, hits my person as well. What if I use a shocking potion then? I'm gonna need to move. Yeah, let's use a shocking potion like this. And a bottle tear on this guy as well. I'm resisting all my bleeding, which is a bit irritating. I could poison all the enemies in this area as well, so let's do that. End my turn. Okay, that guy died. Next, I'll move here and I'll use I'll use a steady shot over here. I have to do a lot of damage. Oof, this was amazing. And we'll parlay with the one in the back. Yeah, let's do constructive criticism, deal heavy mental damage. Yeah, we already read this. And I'll move here and hide inside this little bush. And we gotta fight the big guys soon. Oh, we could have also walked into the chests to try to get the big guy has like an area effect around him. He actually killed his own person, which is kind of fun. I'm gonna push this one into the one in the back. This way I can attack them, or shove, I should say, and it will kill the one in the front as well. Okay, and next, I think I'm just gonna go with the big guy with Lynn, and let's start with a multi-strike and eviscerate, and then we'll parlay with him. Heavily decrease all attributes, and because he's increased, it will even further decrease his attributes. I'd not fear defeat either if I were born with that face. My face? I thought it looked okay. And we can lower all of his stats. Okay, good. We'll end our turn here. Let's interact with this chest, see what we can get. Ooh, permanently add crit chance. Yeah, let's give it on the chameleon. And I think we'll move to here. And I'll use a bottle terror on him. Maybe I should have stayed a step closer to him, because then I could have used like the tail swipe. And I'll use this. Well, the spine bombs doesn't do anything. How about a horrifying potion? Sure, let's use a horrifying potion. Oh, that didn't work well at all. I'll move here and use an arcane shot on the strong enemy. And go in here and interact with the chest, because why not? Unleash the lightning, deal 29 damage to a random target within 5 tiles. Okay. I think I might immediately use it. Oh, it's around. Okay, so we didn't actually successfully hit him. Or did we? Come on, hit him, hit him, hit him. Okay, we kind of hit everybody. I mean, it's not too bad. Stun for 1 turn, sure. Stun for 2 turns, actually. Good, and we'll stay hidden again. So this guy is going to hit us with his lightning, which is a bit unfortunate, but if it could trigger the reaction on my characters, that'd be good, because then we can hit him back. Yeah, we could hit him back with my grey coat there. That was pretty cool. Okay. You move here and multi-strike, and then we'll just eviscerate. Just do the standard stuff with her. Eviscerate, and then we'll parlay as well. Which might, if we could get like the heavy damage. Yeah, heart-rating tail, which deals heavy physical damage. And that should... Yeah, we killed them. We just killed them. So we do have to kill all the enemies, that's fine. I'll just use a bottle terror to finish him off. +1 effect range on the shocking poison, sure. And we won. We won the boss. I mean, don't you just love this game? I think this game is just so good. The massive frog loses its footing and crashes to the ground in a defeating display of gravity. The remaining frogs quickly grab what valuable they can carry and scurry off in a similar impressive display of greed. That's what you get for taking all the things that don't belong to you, right guys? Do not tell me. Choose to battle me out of kindness of your heart. There's always a trade-off, always a selfish reason behind a good deed. Well, we can learn and adapt. That's what makes us who we are. Animals do not change. We're born with lungs and must breathe air. We're born with gills and must live in water. A king remains a king and a thief is always a thief. He looks injured. We can let him join us? We could put him in a cage or we could tell him to leave. Oh, join me. Something is different, but you're not sure what. Drive a hard bargain, Rabbit. I will join your group and show them the lore and way of survival. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you can make him join me.
The frog
That's really
lay
cool.
defeated, and we returned to Bulgara, triumphant.
The fearless druid queen was naughty, Mo.
As promised, she granted us our freedom, as well as another gift, one that I did not fully appreciate at the time. The location of a safe haven on the outskirts of the shattered coast. The bones thing claimed much of which was set on. However, Balder led us to a secluded place on the coast that was said to be left alone by the spirits.
Shattered coast. You mean
Yes, it was. The very same.
that it looked way less pleasant than it.
Indeed it did. The empty fields and broken ruins in Spoutless didn't seem like home when we first arrived. So I want as fast as I could. That.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, write down in the comments so we can click on the right to watch some other games that we find on this channel. I'll see you there. Bye bye!